Welcome back, everybody, to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully, you're all having a very great day today so far. Hello, Ingalls. How are you? Alright, just gotta share the stream everywhere. Hello, Ingalls. Darius and Ingalls. What's the New Horizons? I haven't seen any in any stream I've watched. I don't know. I've never seen the Horizons either in the new. So there's the Gregtech. There's the record. There's the F5 and the F1. And now we gotta open up the chat so I can read everything. I see Jokers playing Arc Raiders now and I'm jealous. I want to play Arc Raiders. But I'm like, I gotta get this Platline done. Okay, so just before the stream started a little while ago, I took this chemical reactor and it was making ammonium chloride, and I combined it with this guy. Because they both have the same circuit number 9. So it'll make ammonium chloride as well as like the platinum concentrate and all that stuff. Since the ammonium chloride's pretty quick, and we still have to kind of wait for a very, very long time for hydrochloric acid, as well as the platinum metallic powder to be produced through this EBF. I thought I might as well kind of toss the two together, and then that way I can make some sodium formate and formic acid, hopefully in this guy. We're going to use circuit 1, which actually, I think, so we're going to make the formic, or the sodium, no, we're going to make the formic acid in this one, and we cannot make the sodium formate in here, I don't think. Just got to make sure here. Sulfuric acid, yeah, because I think with the sulfuric acid it turns into sodium persulfate. The sodium hydroxide does, so we can't combine it into this LCR. You're not allowed to raid the Ark yet, young man. Aw, okay. But we can make sodium hydroxide in this LCR, so we'll have water and sodium. Input bus, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. I gotta restart the game. Houdini, what's going on? Wow, man, it's been a while. You might not remember me, but I used to be here at like 1,000 subs. I had to change my channel because my old account got lost. Was your name Houdini in the past? It kinda not remembering, but welcome back. Very nice to see you again. But yeah, 1K subs. That was quite a while ago. Thank you very much for coming back. I was here when you played Fortnite with Armored Porcupine. It was not. What was your other channel name? I might remember that one. Also, Stardust, what's going on? And Porcupine, hello. It was Jay. I feel like I remember Jay, and then like if I saw the profile picture, I'd probably like for sure remember. But nice seeing you. Hopefully you've been doing all right since the last time we have seen you. I need brown dye. I just realized I don't think I have much left, if any. Uh-oh. We do have some. What have you been up to, Stardust? Alright, device is offline. It's fine, we'll do that. Now it's online. Circuit 1. So we got that. And then we want sodium. We'll have to let sodium come in. Alright, sodium. Do we not have sodium? No, we should have tons of sodium. I was here when you played Roblox with your viewers. I was in it. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done that. Actually, no, I think I did that once this year again. Mr. Blaze, have just... Oh, wait, I gotta turn down the music. I am so sorry. Forget that I turn it up when I'm listening to it off stream. I have just yesterday finished my totally normal benzene line. Dang, congrats on that. We'll post in a minute on the Discord. Sounds good. How long did that take you? Sodium emoji.
Sodium emoji.
Thank you very much, Gregtech, for the sodium emoji donation. I greatly appreciate it. Platinum metallic powder dust. Why you no work? Why you no give me stuff? Oh my gosh. Oh, you want to know why it doesn't work? Because there's none in the storage here. And it can't pull it from the other drive. 760, 648. Let's see. 3 types. 759. What does this have? Refined platinum salt. Which eventually that should go down. Platinum metallic powder, calcium dust. Let us add sodium to this one. Yoink. Okay, hopefully it doesn't fill up with sodium. 8600. There's no way that has 8600 in it now. Okay, so that's got that. It sees the 8600 from back up top, but it doesn't bring it all the way down. What happens when you drop sodium dust in water? Doesn't it just explode? Or does it not? It does. Yeah, it does explode. Okay. I remember you played Undertale one stream. I played Undertale a couple streams. Actually, Deltarune as well. I played quite a bit of that. Still got to go through and do the Snowgrave route for the new chapters 3 and 4. Okay, so what am I missing here? I just got to grab some sodium, honestly, because it won't let me... There we go. It won't let me do stuff with the sodiums. Okay. So now... Oh, yeah, see, this is going to work great, isn't it? Yeah, see, it just went straight back. 814. I can't tell how much is in there. Dang it. My old profile picture was a Smurf. Oh, I remember. Okay, I remember the Smurf cat. I do remember that one. What if I pay you $1,000 to not play Deltarune? I'd be fine with that. I mean, $1,000 is a lot of money. Alright, so we gotta do this. 192. So why you no work? Device offline. Well, of course you're offline. Damn it. Is it because it can see... Well, for this one, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to say we're not using that. We're going to do that. And then an export bus. That's what we say to that. I know there's probably a different way to fix it, but one bus is not going to make or break our game. And if it does, well, I guess we were never meant to play Greg. What? Where? Is it that one? I think it is that one. Yoink. Circuit 1. So, formic acid. Yep, circuit 1. Boom. And then we want sodium. Right there. Sodium. Alright, there's all my sodium. Let's limit the insertion on that. All you gotta do to control what Blaze does on a stream is give him some money, confirmed. I'd only do so many things for money. It's not a guaranteed thing that it would work. Most things, though, yes. I mean, it's been 2 years since I joined one of your streams. How did you find us again? Like, what made you jump back in today? I was, like, asking that sometimes, figuring out what people were up to. Ooh, you don't interact with hydrogen, do you? Sodium hydroxide. Oh no, it's water. Okay. Sodium hydroxide gives me hydrogen and sodium hydroxide. Okay. You don't interact with water, though, in a chemical reactor, though, do you? Not by yourself. Okay, good. So then we can also do water. Where's my water? Water cell. Alright, circuit 1. Get rid of that. Turn you on. Not enough item output space. Well, why is that? Output hatch. Oh, you have no output for items. Platinum salt. Okay, so ammonia. Well, let's just share this one then. That's fine. So we're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then, right? Just right in the middle. Owie. My fingers started hurting. Oh, I still have no sound in the game. Output bus. Hold on. I gotta restart my game. I forgot about that. Whenever my headset disconnects, it just decides it doesn't like to work anymore. Alright, so we're gonna save and quit. We're gonna do a BRB. BRB. Close the game. Yeah, sadly, I gotta close the game. Alright, and then reload it. Hey Blaze, how's it going? Not too bad. Just kind of relaxing before the next 2 days of work. They're kind of going to be a little bit longer. 2 12-hour days planned. But at least they're supposed to be like the 12-hour days where like a night shift comes in. So you kind of almost know you're only going to work 12. You're not going to really work any more than that. So it's kind of nice. And it's still kind of at the place that I've been at for the last month or so. So I'm kind of happy about it. Get a little bit of overtime. I remember you on the channel. I was like, it's been a while, I want to join. Oh, you remembered me. Yeah, I remember the channel. It's been a while, I want to join one of the streams. I remember you played the newest Pikmin. I think that was it. I don't know if it was probably Pikmin 4. Yeah, because I don't think there's no Pikmin 5 yet. Dang, I didn't even live where I'm at now when I was playing Pikmin 4. That's crazy. Wait, Stardust, I heard the sound. I don't know. I don't see any comment between now and the boom. What sound did you hear, Stardust? Porcupine, I played Pikmin 5. The refresh sounds button doesn't work for you. You know, I haven't really tried it with this issue from when I was restarting. So what had happened is I left my computer for a little bit, so my headset realized I wasn't doing anything and it just shut itself off to kind of save some battery. So, oh, I should probably stop recording right now. I'll have to remember to turn it back on. But then I had Minecraft already loaded since I didn't reload Minecraft. It doesn't pick up the audio of the game. And it does the same thing with anything on the PC as well. But I disabled and enabled the device and I can hear everything else on the PC. It's just Minecraft that I have to restart. But next time I have that happen, I should try the refresh sounds button. Oh, I heard you use the wrench. I don't think I heard it, unless I'm just losing my mind. In Greg, there is a die loop where you get 3 more every loop. If you're low on something, try it. Okay, I'll have to look into that one then. I'll eventually also just get the rainbow cactus. It's been that long. Yeah, it's been very long. I still can't get over the fact that like I look outside the window and it's just like always dark outside now. Like that's the kind of the nice thing yet about like the job that I'm in now. If I'm working shorter days, at least I get to see some sunlight in the winter. But I get to see it for like 2-3 hours and then it's like, oh, it's dark time now. No more light for you. I could not imagine living in Alaska. Like some of those people, they don't even get to see sunlight for like 3 months. I mean, they maybe get a little bit of brightness in the sky for like a couple hours, and then that's it. Where are you now? Still in the United States. Still haven't said where in the United States, though. That's about as far as I get. Alright, we're back. Start recording. Sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. I should probably add in sodium hydroxide. I do not have cells. Industrial centrifuge. Why did you shut off? It's because I reloaded in the game. No, you got plenty of powers, so I mean... Oh, it's this guy that ran out of power. It's in I don't know, it's all in the area. It must be like Florida or something over there. Ah, yes, it's definitely Florida. How'd you guess? Alright, sodium hydroxide. I know that you're locked up in there. Sodium hydroxide. Well, we use it right away. Screw it, we're adding sodium hydroxide to this cell. Is there a bat in here? What the heck? Why is there... I hear a bat. I don't remember bats being in this version of the game. Ooh, also, I don't know if it's a 2.8 thing, but we can actually make deep slate, so that way we can have deep slate for some of our decorations in here, so I'm actually really happy about that. Although it kind of sucks to make. You need to make like magma blocks and then turn those into deep slate. I don't know, first thing to come to mind, since you said not much sunlight. That would be like... that is kind of funny, even though, yeah, it's like the sunshine state. Because closer to the equator, you're not really affected by the seasons much. It's from a further or something mod. Oh, Futurum mod, yeah. It's backported, I love it. That's why I don't partition the drives, so I don't have to change it every time. That's fair. I guess I really didn't have to do that, did I? To partition them. I don't remember why I did, if I was worried about stuff coming in from the main net that wasn't supposed to, but it obviously didn't happen with the sodium and stuff, so I had nothing to worry about. Oh well. Not enough fluid output space. Okay, so now we need hydrogen. Hold on. Benzene. Wait, benzene. I have a benzene tank. Okay, we have empty and then a storage bus, please. How we looking? We have... Woo! Dang! 31. Really? Well, let's take a look. We got one more we can sacrifice here. Let's count them up, because I am curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 2930. No, this is 2 down here. Hold on. I'm missing some of it now. Gotta go now. Alright, sounds good. It was nice seeing you and catching up with you again, Houdini. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Hydrogen, lock fluid mode, overflow voiding mode. Alright. Well, it says it's got 32 now. So now we're going to have to run a different color line down the other direction. Yellow seems like it'll be a pretty easy one to run. Now the tank is 29, I believe. It says it's at 32. You see 32 right there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We also got the one below. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm not seeing the other 3. Holy sheet, why making flawed cubic zirconia take so much time? I don't know. Yeah, I see 29. I mean, this is separate. It says 2 here only as well. That's 1. Yeah, so that's 2. That's 6. 2, 6, 2. I don't even know. Oh, here's the other 3. 1, 2, 3. Duh. It's from this guy, which I plan on changing this around. I just rather have it like this. Actually, that doesn't really do the... Yeah, that doesn't really do much different anyways, does it? Because it still gets stored here, but it can just be accessed, even if I changed it to that, but reversed. So it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Die. Get out of here. I don't want bats in here. Get out. Where's my bow? Okay, so yep, we still need to change colors here. Yellow. You know what? We will just do this. If we want another color that way, we'll just put it on the that one. So this way we just stay right below everything. Okay. Call the exterminator, yes. Yellow looks funky. It does look weird. It's not really yellow, it's like peach. Too many different colors. Yellow looks not yellow, right? It does not look right. Like, at least the brown's got brown, and it's got, like, gray, but then it's got, like, yeah, the peach in here. It's like, it does not look good. Okay. So we have sodium hydroxide, probably filling up the cell as we speak. 874. Okay, 1422 sodium hydroxide. Not bad, but we need... Hold on. Sodium formate? Or formic acid, I think. Formic acid. So we just need to get sodium formate. So now we take carbon monoxide to make that. To make carbon monoxide, we could take carbon. We have tons and tons of carbon. That is not a problem. So we just got to make sure that that does not mess with sulfuric acid. Hydrogen. No, we don't have hydrogen in there. Carbon dioxide. Methanol. So it appears we should be fine. Carbon monoxide. Get some carbon monoxide poisoning from it leaking back into the air on us. So we can expand this with the capacity card. Carbon. We need to add carbon to the filter. Alright, so we're getting carbon in here. Carbon monoxide. We need oxygen in here as well. But the oxygen, that doesn't mess with sulfuric acid. No, that's circuit 24. So for circuit 1 so far, right? Yep, circuit 1. Uses sulfuric acid. Okay, so that mixes with water and sulfur, so we don't have that, and it's all circuit 24 anyways. 9, 7, 24, 24, 24, 24, so that does not matter. So oxygen plays cool with the sulfuric acid. Uses water. Oxygen, hydrogen. Oh, hydrogen sulfide. Okay, we're fine. Circuit 1, 24, 24, 23. Oh yeah, we have no more sulfur as well. We need to get more sulfur going. It's like 3 colors at once, right? So yeah, I've been making too much sulfuric acid upstairs, and it's been being wasted because the tank of sulfuric acid is set to void mode. So it would just constantly make it because I was using it in the production of nitrobenzene, and yeah, we have no sulfur, so we need to produce some more sulfur now soon. So it appears that this will play nicely with everything else, so we can make sulfur or carbon monoxide without any problems. So we got oxygen, sodium formate. You don't mess with sodium formate, do you? No, but how about sodium? Okay, no, you only mess with sodium sulfide, so that's kind of good. And we just need to get a salve for carbon monoxide. Nether Stone Lily Farm is calling you. Yeah, see, I don't have that either. And that's just a lot of centrifuging. Although, Netherrack. No, not Nether Air. Oh, you get 9 sulfur out of that, though. Netherrack dust. What about lava? I forgot, what does lava give me if I centrifuge lava? Ooh, tantalite, sapphire, all that other gross stuff. Yeah, you get sulfur from the boomfish. It's not a lot. It's a dedicated centrifuge working 24/7. Yeah. But it's something. You know, it's automated. That's the most important part. Okay. We need some fluid cells. Oh, I really could just... Hold on. So eventually... yeah. Eventually, I made a sign. I want to have a room that's out this way, or like back here, that is for like tanks like this. Oh, wow. Hello? Platinum metallic powder dust. Why have you not been... Platinum metallic powder dust. Oh, because this guy's been off, that's why. No, it's not off. Ammonia. Nitric acid is on. Hello? Nitric acid. Aqua regia. Oh, hydrochloric acid. See, okay. Unfortunately, I need more sleep than Greg. Good night, everyone. Sounds good, Darius. We'll catch you later. Get some good rest. We'll see you next time. Yeah, we have a really, really bad hydrochloric acid problem. Like, we have none. Ugh. Chlorine. Actually, salt water. Underground fluid stats. So yeah, Mars has tons and tons of salt water. And the moon does too. Oh, let's see, 16.7% chance. So yeah, Mars has a 50% chance, 0 to 400. You know, sooner or later we're gonna need... Wait, distillation tower. Uses. Oh yeah, right, we need salt water for that too. Yeah, it's making it even more tempting to get salt water. Salt root farm. I mean, I kinda have that. It's not fully automated. Okay, wow. So you just electrolyze salt water. Oh, wow. Wow. So you get chlorine, and then you get sodium hydroxide back out of it. That's one other less crafting step. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, we have all of our salt root going through here. So that's been crafting, I don't know how long. I don't know how much more salt root we have to go through. Actually, salt. Oh, 17,000 salt. Okay, so how about hydrochloric acid? 2 million. Hydrogen. Only using about that much. Nice. Did you breathe perfect stat crops? Not yet. So that's probably another thing I'm going to have to do. Oh, also, I'm going to have to feed the kitty cat too real quick. So let's start making some hydrogen. We'll watch that while I go to feed the kitty cat. But yeah, we're going to have to up our chlorine production big time for everything. Or eventually just, yeah, get the drilling stuff. Alright, it looks like it is doing something, so I'll be right back. I gotta go feed the kitty cat. Alright, I am back. I did it on my friend's server manually the second time, probably 7 to 8 hours of grind from nothing, really. I guess I was grinding Yellowstone lilies, but I must have spent like 20 or 40 hours and I didn't even get like perfect stats. I was also using stick reads to help, but I guess maybe you could have more controlled groups or something. I don't know. I got halfway to perfect stats for some of the crops. I am using stick read. Yeah, I used some. I didn't do that fully, which I probably should have did. 4 million. Not enough hydrogen. $2.349 million. Where is it making it? Oh, it's this guy that's gonna be working overtime. Oh, good. Glad to see that it's not operating at all. You know, that's fine. Hello? No valid recipe. Let's stop that for a second. Change this. Alright. There we go. Make it hopefully a little bit better on the machines for crafting everything. So then we change 3 million, 75%, start. Although the chlorine recipes probably no, the chlorine is through this guy. Upgrade growth first, yeah, and gain second. Remember stats first. Second is applying it to any other crops. I mean, if you're getting some good samples in the process, keep it if it's possible. Yeah. Running fine, running fine. I mean, you could hold 32 and 32. So why are you not working now? You don't have that much? You don't have that much chlorine? Where's my chlorine at? None. None whatsoever. Something stuck in the interface. It's literally just... You know what? We need to do this quicker. Oh boy. So, I think we get plenty enough oxygen from everything else. Oxygen, we're doing fine on oxygen. Yeah, this storage is full, so we need to put a void on that now. Void upgrade, please. We don't have a void upgrade. Red alloy wires. Hey, Casper, what's going on? Still at it? Yep, still going at it here. Waiting on my dense obsidian plates. Randomly got 29 2 Terawart. Wow, very handy thing to get rid of all these annoying bad effects. Yeah, you're not lying. That is really nice. Yeah, being the Platline still, sadly. Although it's not too bad. Alright, there we go. Now we can finally get rid of those ashes and live life. Look at that. Nice. Come on. I was gonna say, you guys can work yourselves out. But yeah, how you doing today, Megosk? It's nice to see you again. Alright, where are we at? I hate how there's a range. Like, there's a medium range. Like, you get too close, you can't see it. You back up, you can see it. So it's there. You can't see it. And then you can see it again. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But, oh well. Not that great. I got a railway. Wait, I got a railway exploded by predictable actors and a train derailed. Wait, what? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. If you're actually saying, like, there was a railway, like, explosion and, like, a train derailment, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, everybody's doing alright and there's nothing too crazy going on with that. Pretty tired, but alive. How are you? I'm not doing too bad. Hopefully, you get some good rest soon. But yeah, just kind of trying to enjoy my day off. Well, not my day off, but my evening off from work. And then getting back at it tomorrow and Wednesday for some longer days of work. So hopefully those don't go too bad. Or at least cut it, as in forcibly removed a piece of track. Dang. Predictable actors. So, like, I guess I'm still kind of not really understanding the full extent of what happened. Like, somebody cut out a piece of track, or there was an explosion, or something. So, like, part of the track was messed up, and then that caused the derailment, I guess is what you were trying to say. I do apologize for trying to ask and clarify it so many times, but I just want to make sure that I'm fully understanding. I don't understand why people would do something like that. It'd be really stupid. But I guess to say a lot of people do stupid things. Okay, electrolyzer. We need to electrolyze salt quicker. Alright. So we're going to turn you off. Turn you off. Give me that Terawart. I hate being slow. Yes, it was disturbing as this could have been a catastrophe in land transportation. Well, yeah, I could imagine. I mean, because like it's scary to think like, yeah, it could happen, you know, to anybody at any time. It's just like you hope that it wouldn't. But yeah, hopefully there's nothing too major that happened to anybody. Meanwhile, I'm finally working on the osmium iridium part of my Platline. Ooh. Congrats on that. Hopefully that doesn't go too bad for you. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get to those points, but we'll see what happens. Oxygen, we need to save that. Oxygen can't go bye-bye. Water can go bye-bye. We don't care about the water. Cells. I think I'm going to dedicate an electrolyzer for chlorine at this point. Fortunately, the train didn't go sideways. I say predictable actors since... Oh, I think I know what you mean by that. Predictable, okay, since it's an allegation as of now and don't want to get political. I get what you mean. Okay. That's why I haven't heard that phrase before, so thank you for clarifying. Okay, so let's see here. Alright. Yeah. Chill out. So what am I doing? Output hatch. No, so you can get stocking input bus. Output hatch. Why do you have so many? I guess you could completely get out of here. No, maybe not. Maybe let's not do that yet. We'll keep you here just in case. Output hatch, don't need you. Input stocking bus. So you can go there. Output hatch. Stocking input bus. So I do have another one. Stocking input bus. And then I just need an output. Which I guess I don't have an output bus. So I might as well just grab one. Bus. Output bus. 4. Oh good, no titanium. And then I can read chat again. Alright, oxygen. I do not have room. Wait. Oh, I see. If I could just steal all that vitriol. Alright, so meanwhile, I already read that. Fortunately, read that. It already went bad. I mistakenly assumed that I need to produce the potassium disulfate, so I made a ton, and now it turned out it can be recycled. Yeah, that's why I only trying to make, or what I've been trying to do is like write down roughly what it takes to make everything, so that way I can kind of see what inputs I'll need and kind of calculate if I'll need like a lot of those inputs or not. If you're North American, then that phrase might mean something else, so please don't conject too much. It's meant to be vague. Nope, I'm not conjecting anything. So you're all good. And maybe let's get back to Minecraft. Yeah, I agree with that. Did you mess up the order since you're dismantling that hull? I don't know if you were asking about the order of this. So originally this was a phosphoric acid loop to produce oxygen. That was before I had this guy set up. This guy just making, it has the intake air hatch, which I realized, funny enough, it's not even enough. I'd probably need another 1 or 2 just to keep this guy going. Or at least producing more oxygen even. But now I'm changing it so that it can take salt. One of these is going to take salt all the time and produce oxygen from electrolyzing salt. Then the other one's just going to be for some other random stuff that I might have recipes for the electrolyzer. But if I do another phosphoric acid loop, I would probably do it with 1 chemical reactor and then 5 of these electrolyzers, because the electrolyzers take longer than this guy does. I think that was Carlos. He pointed that out, that we could run 1 LCR to 5 rather than 1 to 1. So we were kind of wasting our opportunities there, or our efficiency, I should say. I think it's time to make the wireless terminal. I would have to agree with that. I'm honestly surprised that 1 intake isn't enough for you now. I know, right? It's kind of crazy with, I don't know if it's EV or IV. No. EV or HV energy. No, it's only, oh, I guess it is overclocked to EV. I got a queen core. I saw you were playing. I was jealous. I needed to do some Gregtech stuff. I'm assuming you got a whole lobby to fight against a queen, but congrats on that, Joker. I really, really, really need to get my expedition done before next month. I have to get all of that ready to Prestige. Alternatively, you can just lay a temporary Me cable from the main system to where you're working. I did that all the time when I was playing with a... Oh yeah, see, that ain't even that bad. Yeah, and then just place like a terminal, I think you were saying. That way you just access everything. Okay, so we have input, output. Now we just need another output. Oh yeah, we had no titanium. Like it's another super tank time for nitrogen. We have plenty of nitrogen. We're using... I don't really need to store that much nitrogen. We're not really using a whole lot of it. Hydrogen we're using a lot of right now. Where's my hydrochloric acid? Yeah, it's so slow. I didn't do shit. People were fighting the queen. I showed up, helped out right as it went down, and people started looting. We started getting sniped. 3 people went down next to me, and I grabbed what I could and ran for my life. Ducked, dodged, and shots all the way to extraction. Just got out. I'm glad you made it out. So, I think it was the day after, me and Darius were queuing in solos, and we were able to get in with each other. We were playing on the new map. I forgot its name, Stella Montes. And he got killed a couple of times, like, just starting out, which was kind of stupid. But I found my first legendary or epic weapon, the pink weapon. It's the Bobcat SMG. And I'm so happy that I got that out. Because there was a group of people that came in. There was these 2 randoms. And I think they were... I don't know. They wanted to fight each other. Or like... At least they were being respectful about it. Like, oh, come on, man. Let's have a gunfight. Let's have a gunfight. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't want to have a gunfight. It's like, oh, come on, bro. It's going to be fun. I'm like, no, I am good. I'm not telling you what I have for loot. I am just trying to get out of here. I'm trying to go home. And thankfully, I did not get shot. And I was able to make it out of there with it. But I was like, holy crap. I do prefer how Helldivers 2 does it, where the whole team gets the rewards collected by the team. Yeah, like, I hate how people say that having a PvE mode is going to kill the game. It will not kill the game. If anything, it would make the game better. Because people like Porcupine, who hate to deal with PvP, can still get to enjoy fighting against the bots. Like, fighting against the bots is the most fun part for me. If I want to go play like a gun game versus other people, like I will go play Call of Duty. I'm not going to say Call of Duty Black Ops 7 whatever, because that looks like crap, but that's the kind of game that I would go to. And it kind of sucks that supposedly like the devs originally thought PvE and then they changed it to PvP VE because they thought just PvE is boring, even though I think just the robots themselves is insanely good. Like, supposedly you can continue working like the AI and make the AI even smarter, so that way it just constantly gets harder and harder to fight the bots. You have to get smarter and smarter. Or the fact that you have to work together with other people in the map to actually do stuff. I would think that'd be awesome. I can make one of the yellow guns, but I'll never bring it in. I know, right? That's kind of the thing that sucks, is like you don't want to bring your stuff in because of that. Stayed out of the dark zone in the Division for a reason. Arc Raiders, it's just one big dark zone. Yeah. Team PvE is great fun. It is. That's the input bus. I need to make an output bus. Alright, we'll just make one for now. First time launched my new power grid yesterday. Seeing 1.3 million EU per tick dumped in an LSC is surreal for me. That is insanely surreal for me to even hear. Congrats on getting that going, though, Tooth Grinder. Damn. Teamwork is great, and that's why I love Helldivers, too. I mean, I need to go back and play Helldivers again, because the last time that I played it was before I updated my graphics card. I don't remember if you remembered hearing about this, Casper, but I went 4 years without upgrading. Yeah, it is 4 years I had this PC. Without updating my graphics card. So it would kind of like stutter and lag a little bit and everything. So I'm wondering if I go back and play that now, that's going to be better. And I also want to go back and play Grounded 2 again to see, you know, if that's going to be a lot better. So it's kind of the thing that put me off with Helldivers and the other games. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I just like the theme, I guess, more. And maybe the graphics or the visuals and everything of Arc Raiders more than Helldivers. But I like how Helldivers is PvE more than the Arc Raiders is. An entire game about teamwork with much gun. Yeah, very much gun. And big booms. I like the big booms. Lots of explosions. Makes my American heart happy. Oops. Hello. What's your GPU right now? We are running a whopping NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti. And I mean, what? There's like 1900 somethings out right now. I mean, yeah, I feel like 1660 Ti is still pretty, like, low grade compared to a lot of stuff. Bro, I have a 4-year-old 3080, and I won't be swapping that for a while. Yeah, talking about updating his driver. Yeah, sorry, I didn't update my graphics driver for 4 years. Not my graphics card. Oops. Sometimes I don't say the right things. Alright, dual interface. Stocking input bus. No, so we can get rid of that. And then we can just get another brown cable and just hook it right up. So there's that. Hello, we already had one. Boom. So this stocking bus is going to get salt. Oh, that's right. We don't even need a recipe, so we're going to get rock salt in there. Uses. Electrolyzer. Chlorine. Salt. Yes. Until we have a use for it, you get rock salt. You get normal salt. You're going to be making all the chlorine. Oh yeah, baby. That's nice. That is nice. Honestly, we're gonna use it, so I mean, let's just boink. Boink. We need. Oh yeah, also before the stream started, I made a HV rock breaker that is now filling in my matter condenser with stone, so that way we can get a singularity. 420 something thousand. So that's going to go for a while. I'm not really sure how those work and all that, but I have a rock breaker down here just kind of going away. That makes more sense. I do have a 2-year-old driver, since the new one breaks old games. Ooh, that's sad. I'm on the red side, RX. So what is the red side? It's something that's not NVIDIA, I'd assume. RX 7900 XTX. I'm running Arc Linux. Arc or Arch? Dang, but it's 7900. That's insane. I can't wait. Hopefully someday I can like afford just like a very, very nice PC. Or who knows, maybe if I'm lucky enough someday to get sponsored to have one. See, like all these other big YouTubers are sponsored with like these crazy computers. Like, oh man. Can only imagine playing video games on those things. Okay, yeah, the red side is AMD. Okay. Radeon. Hey, Yukon, what's going on? Alright, there's all my beautiful chlorine. That is so nice. Alright, so we're just gonna stop that. Who's making my hydrogen, though? Oh, it was this guy. Yeah, you stopped. Hold on a minute. Storage bus. We need a fluid storage bus on this guy. That way... Okay, that way we can get some more of this hydrogen being produced. Forgot to mention I can produce 4 times more power than now, or than before, but I cannot extract that much now because I'm limited to the 64 amps IB dynamos. Hey, it's better to have that problem than to not have enough power to begin with. That's my opinion anyways. Okay, fluid storage bus. Blue cables. We'll take this, and we'll also take blue. At some point in my life, I was building a PC for a living. Oh, I see. You're building PCs for a living, and people would bring some crazy parts to build from. And I was just straight jealous because I was playing a game with 10 to 15 FPS on minimum settings. I could imagine. That would suck. It's like, oh, damn it. All these lucky people getting everything that I wish I had. Hold on, let's make sure we're not hurting ourselves here. 2, 3. Okay, we should be fine. So the question is, I think it's 1,3-dimethylbenzene. Doo-doo. Um, 1,4,1,3. Yes, 1,3 uses. 8 and 10 for 1,4. 8 and 10. Still the same thing, so it's 1,3. Yeah, because this is all it can be used for. 1,4 can be used for other stuff, so 1,3. Or you know what? Just do a export bus. Boom. Boom. Oh yeah, baby. That's nice. So now we're going to be producing hydrogen again. And more carbon. Which we'll have to keep an eye on that so that doesn't have problems. My current power demands are skyrocketing as well because infrastructure is beefing up like crazy. Me system will eat energy a lot. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, once you start getting into wireless stuff. And now we can watch Blaze's stream in full HD. Ooh, that would actually be kind of nice. You know, that's what another thing I wonder too is like if or how I could record an even higher quality. Because I do realize, or like I do feel like I notice sometimes when I'm playing back the video, and I know sometimes that's just in playback or whatever, but it feels like it's just slightly a little bit less quality. My RTX 2080 won't go at 46 million FPS. I am doomed. Meant to send that earlier. What's going on, Bacon? Oof. Oh my goodness.
In the new GPU piggy bank.
Thank you very much, Megosks. I am going to definitely put that into the new GPU piggy bank. The new PC upgrade piggy bank. Man, I cannot wait. Thank you very much. You're definitely making it just that big amount easier to get there. Thank you. Capacity cards, acceleration cards. Oh, any capacity cards, acceleration cards will increase your power consumption. Sadly, yeah. Yeah, well, I guess the pattern capacity is the big ones too. I gotta heart that. There we go. And I gotta leave that like. You know how we do. How are we doing?
In the new GPU piggy bank.
I love how it repeats itself. I don't know why, and I don't think it's too big of a deal to figure out why. I don't want to touch wireless until probably NAC fuel, except the clean room for me, of course. Yeah. For the me system, of course. Oh, that's right. Hydrochloric acid. 3 million. 75%. To craft. 469,000. That's fine. You can keep crafting all that other stuff over there. I mean, we're already going to have lots more by that time. That made me feel like I donated twice. It feels nice. I'm glad that it makes you feel good. And definitely, that is awesome. Or... Also, I mean, thankfully I'm not that old yet to like where I'm like so, I don't know if you could say senile, but is senile the word? Like you just don't even hear it the first time, so that it happens a second, so that way I make sure I don't miss it. Really not a fan of the Tesla tower. I feel like it wouldn't be that amazing. It's cool looking. I feel like it'd just be too crazy to kind of like control. But that's just because it's new. That's the only reason why. I just don't understand new stuff, obviously. Okay. Chat. I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce. We don't have sulfur to make sulfuric acid. Oh boy. Let's go to the nether. We gotta check my mining machine. We have benzene somewhere. Benzene tank, yep. Ow. Broke my ankles. Also, welcome to the stream, everybody else. I see there's 14 amazing people here. Thank you very much. Ow. It keeps splattering my ankles everywhere. And then, okay, that guy just bit my ankles. Alright, what do we got here? Yep, all the way up. Blaze, do you have access to the air intake hatch yet? I do, actually. So I just set one of those up on a centrifuge not too long ago. Okay, so we do have some sulfur here. That was the biggest thing I was kind of looking for. Yeah, so we have an air intake hatch. It's not quite quick enough. We will need an upgrade, but we do have one, thankfully. Alright, so we are going to put this on as sulfur vein. Nice thing is we do get chalcopyrite, though, from that, too, then. So that is a delito. Oh, we get sphalerite, too. Oh, we don't get chalcopyrite. We get sphalerite. I see. So, can we go this way? Should look at nether air. Hold on a second. So, centrifuge, nether air, sulfur dioxide. Ooh. So the only thing I would need to do is just get some of, what do you want to call them? The ender tanks. So that way I can fuel... Oh. Yeah, I guess... Interesting. If I wanted to at some point, I should, and I could, set up something in the nether, like a little base, to where I have like a power generator that'll power up like machines like this, and then I can get free nitrogen dioxide, obviously all the sulfur dioxide, trioxide, and eventually other ones to get the semi-fluid, and then I think also that deals with the netherite line. Hold on, we gotta move the wrench. I'm not a fan of this sand. Another reason why I should get myself onto the nether roof. Okay. So we have made it. Boom. Gas turbine. Way too many pipes. Hello? Auto output. Claim. There we go. Sweet. So now we get all this. Sulfur, sulfur. Take all that back home, and then we can just check up on this again sometime relatively soon. Hold on, we gotta make sure we set a waypoint. Waypoint. That one 103 meters away? I think so. Well, it's the only one here. Yeah, okay. Remove, new, minor. Save. Okay, we can leave this place. I'm back. Gonna go Greg now as well. Sounds good. We'll see you later. I use it to solve my nitric acid and sulfuric acid problems. I like how I just fell all the way down there. I was worried about fall damage, even though I really don't take any. That was actually kind of scary for me a little bit. But thankfully, we fell into a lava lake, and we don't take any fire damage. Excuse you? You're not allowed to go to the overworld. Get out of here. I mean, I'm still staying here as well. Okay. Okie dokie. What do we got here? So we can take out this. Everything else is fine. Yeah, just got a little bit of sulfur in there. Not much. sulfur. How's our filter doing? Fine. Sifter's still putting in overtime. Soda light. Copper. Gotta make 16 EV assemblers for general crafting and some capacity cards. EV assemblers? Are you an IV or LUV tooth grinder? I was gonna say EV sounds like it'd be like a little bit lower tier, unless you like something that's not super fast, but still relatively cheap on energy. Oh, you are an IV. Okay, wow. So yeah, you're not... Well, I mean, I'd say you're not too far ahead of me, but you are still vastly far ahead of me. Hydrochloric acid. 2.2 million. Okay, so we have 2.2 million. So how's this going? No valid recipe. Okay. Well, you have hydrochloric acid. Why do you not have it? Okay, how's there not a valid recipe? Oh. I see. So that's, now I'm pretty sure it's just playing catch up. Seeing if it can mix up fast enough. Okay. It makes about 40,000 at a time. Not bad. Sodium hydroxide. Okay, well, we could probably stop the sodium hydroxide. Although that's just sodium and water. See, we need level maintainers on all this stuff now. That's going to be fun to start trying to worry about. But actually, I assume pretty soon here I could probably stop inputting all the sodium and everything for all this other stuff too. Because do I have any? No, I don't have anything else either. Okay, so I need fluid cells. Carbon monoxide, yeah, because that's all getting used for sodium formate. Yeah, it's dirt cheap energy for me. I'm one step behind LUV, but the step is the assembly line. So I decided to prepare properly. Obviously, I will make the... I think that's like the, what? The part assembly line or something like that. When tackling LUV and get rid of all these stinky single blocks. Reuse them for the molecular assemblers. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, I forgot about that. That's going to be a good use for them all. Lapotron dust. I like how it says there's something stuck in the interface, but it's literally the recipe that it's trying to craft. Hello, what? Oh, that's right. Okay, you're trying to craft something else right now. I see. Oh, precise auto-assembler. Basically, first multi-assembler. Ooh. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, a multi-block assembly machine is gonna be insanely good. I can't wait to get one. Ugh. Alright, well. So I don't know if I want to keep pushing sodium in there. Sodium formate. So, sodium hydroxide. Hold on, we gotta look at all this now. Formic acid. Use. So we get Ammonia, ethylene, and water after using it. Hydrogen and nitrogen. Ethylene. Yeah, hydrogen and carbon. Propionic acid, ethylene oxide. It's all pretty gross, actually. Like, it does not recycle well back into itself, it doesn't seem like. Hydrochloric vinyl. Ouch. Yeah, you get the water back and the palladium. Gotta go. Good luck with the precious metals. Thank you very much, Casper. We'll take care, and we'll see you again next time. The proper multi-assembler with overclocks are they're cock-blocked by one silly ZPM ABS recipe. RIP. I'm hyped for ZPM because I installed a twist add-on. All the funny stuff begins there. I wish you all the best of luck once you get to that point. So the only thing that seems to get recycled is the water. And then I guess the ethylene we could use for like molten polyethylene. Yeah. Which I guess is something, but... Wow. Shit just really sucks. Let me look back at my quest line. IV. So, yeah, make sodium formate, then formic acid. So we're constantly going to have to be making this stupid acid. Whatever. So I think what we're going to need eventually is, I think we're going to have to separate these two recipes because it's constantly making sodium hydroxide. Yeah, like we're almost full because of the sodium hydroxide, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 17,000 sodium hydroxide dust. So maybe we make the sodium hydroxide... Yeah, we'll eventually give that its own LCR, or we'll just have to control it. This multis are insane. Level emit it, or it's going to be bad. Yeah, so we're going to have to learn how to use level emitters. So I don't know where A2 is. Let me see. Redstone based on a storage level output of... Wait, okay. Me fluid level emitter. It's basically the same as a fluid detector cover, except it detects based on what's in your network. Click a cell into the center to specify, and an empty hand to clear. Okay. This device will turn on or off a redstone signal based on how much of an item you want, or you specify, or energy in the network if you select the mode you have in your network. Left click on an item into the space between the 1000 numbers to add. Click again while holding nothing to remove. Alright, well let me go look and see what these level emitters are. I don't know, 10? Does that sound about right? See how bad these are to use. But yeah, I'm still going to have to separate the LCRs because then it's just going to try and craft that same recipe, which kind of sucks. Alright, see how the heck this works. Will turn on or off a redstone signal based on how much of an item You specify or energy in the network if you select the mode. You have in your network. Okay, left click an item into the space between the 1000 numbers to add. Click again while holding nothing to remove. Oh. Are you using colored hatches? No. Although, could I change the import and export hatches of the me hatches now? So that's one thing I'll have to do is... I guess I could keep some of these, but like, say this one. Ouch. Well, I gotta do one hatch there and one other hatch below. And then I can add these out somewhere else. So, okay, let's just say, I don't know, sodium hydroxide. Emit when levels are above or equal to the limit. Emit when levels are below limit. Actually, let's just do 50,000. Item. Sodium hydroxide, 17,000. Colored hatches can make isolating recipe chains in single blocks much easier. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. How does this work? Level emitter. Hold on, there's cards and stuff. Fake crafting, equal distribution. Back chat, I'm gonna go look for the kitty cat. Alright, I'm back. Kitty has been located. Gotta go see you. See you later, Megosks. Thank you very much for jumping in. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, redstone card adds redstone interactivity to the devices it can be used on with the following options. Always active, activate with redstone. So I gotta use a redstone card, I think. Guess there's only one way to find out. Redstone card. Hello? I guess not. Item. 50,000 set. Emit when levels are above or equal. Okay. Set. Why you no work? Me level emitter. $17,000. Emit when levels are below limit. Item 50,000. Set. Oh, device. You have to get power? Device offline. Really? Hold on a minute. Do you have to be... Oh. Needs to be connected with a cable. Okay. So now, sodium hydroxide, 50,000. So emit when levels are above set. And they are not. Okay. Wow. Interesting. But that makes it to where... Level emitter. So, question is... Now I need to get myself some covers. Machine control covers. Are you a cute kitty cat? She is. Kitty cat sitting right in front of the microphone, just like half asleep, just being super chill. Do you want me to send you some stuff on how to use it, or are you just going to fiddle with it for now? If you want to send it to me in the Discord, feel free to do so, and then I could check it out after the stream. For now, I'm just going to fiddle around with it. Oh, and I guess I'm getting a phone call now, so hold on a second, chat. I apologize. Alright, there we go. Okay. So this one, put a cover on it. Turns machine on or off. Enable with redstone. So yeah, turn on with redstone. Alright. And then we could do a little bit of this. Level emitter. Do something like that. So that's on. But that does not emit where I want it to. How about this? Ah, there we go. So, enable with redstone. But that does not seem to power through that block. No, I have it turned off. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, so that should work. So, enable. We want this to emit when levels are above. Hold on. So we want to turn on with redstone. So we want this to turn on when it's low. Or I guess we could just emit when levels are below. Yeah, okay. Sodium hydroxide. Set. Alright. Or let's just say 20,000 for now, just to... Or we have 18,000 we could do. It's a little bit closer. Emit when levels are below. Limit. 18,000. So we are below. So, let's see. Disable machine. Disable with redstone. So why is it working when I disabled with redstone? This is going to work the opposite now. 17,382. 17,500. Set. 442. Redstone only powers through solid blocks, not... Oh, that's right. Ay, the hatches it doesn't work through. Okay. Enable with redstone. Turn that off. I forgot the stupid hatches thing. Well, we're gonna have to move our signs. That's fine. Okay. So, enable with redstone. Yep, you do not work. So, 17,600. Emit when levels are below. Set. 17,600. We have 17,5092. Okay, whatever. So, turned off. And it's not crafting anymore. Cool. Actually, that's really cool. Bless you. Alright, so... That's very, very simple. Obviously, getting this to work for now, the other parts of the recipes is going to be a fun challenge. So I'm going to also have to, okay. So I'm going to have to put all of the power into the front. So that way I can put them, the other item buses and stuff, in the middle. So that way they're not between the two machines. That's going to be another fun thing. Oh no, I can't. If I move that hatch, I can't. So now this is going to be a little bit of a dilemma here. Because I can't share the maintenance hatch between all the machines. And it won't flow through the top. That's kind of stupid. Because then I also lose the other space. Because I need the top middle to be that. Unless I did another input on the top here where these maintenance hatches are. Which I guess it's still not going to work because we're still covered up with that. Ew. That is really going to be dumb. I think it's going to be... Actually, no. What's that? Unless I could just run the redstone over like that with the redstone, or this hatch here. Although it's still... oh no, it might go down like that. You can wall share the coils between. Really? How would you wall share the coils? Because the coils are right in the middle. Unless you stacked an LCR on top of each other. That's the only way. If I made another LCR, but... I think we're going to have to do this. Move it to the middle. I don't think that... does that work? I have to build one now just to see if it does. So you would have something like... this between the two of them. Incomplete structure, but that could be because there's no inputs and outputs. Input bus, output bus, and maintenance hatches. This mod confuses me too much. I'm surprised you're still here, Eagles. What's going on? I'm sorry for confusing your brain. Yeah, it confuses me at times too, so I'm like, I don't even know what's going on here. So it has inputs, outputs. You can say it also has input and output here just to make it happy. Output hatch. Input hatch. So it has everything. I'm playing a new game. Ooh, what's your new game? Minecraft. Oh, I see. Like that. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. I really done goofed that up now, didn't I? Look at that. Alright, wow. Well, the more you know. Well, thank you very much for that help, Yukon. That is insanely helpful. Because now we get to save on coil blocks, which really, that's not that big of a deal. But more importantly, we gain another hatch. Dispatch. I feel like I've heard that before. I've heard of that game. I think I might play for a little bit more here, and then I'm going to see if I can play some Arc Raiders tonight. Glad to help. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I forget that you could build them sideways, and then you get good stuff like that. So, do this, 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 this. Boom. Give me a minute. Let me think. That is not what goes in there. I told about one silly ZPM alloy. Take a look at Pinkonium 64B. I don't even see it. Oh, Piconium. Something like that. 437 seconds. Oh, you have to probably make the liquid first. Okay, fluid solidifier. Inconel 792, Eglin steel, antimony, cerium, enriched naguara, platinum. Yttrium, ytterbium, tungsten steel. That is disgustingly stupid. It's all like alloys. Super long name. Yeah, it's an ABS. Wow. Well, I'm glad that I don't have to make that yet. Oh, thank you. I am sorry that you have to deal with that sometime soon. Oh yeah, how do we color this now? Can I make this yellow? Input bus. Oh, that's right. I probably need the spray can. Ugh. So, sodium hydroxide. Circuit 1. Water. Also circuit 1. It is well worth it, though. You will too, my friend. So... Wait, what? Non-stop live stream ads play while you watch. Oh, wait. I'm trying to think of how colored hatches work. Like, if I want to turn on this LCR with a redstone signal, how does it know which inputs to use? Like, say if I had a red and a blue, how could I force it to choose one input over the other? Because they're both automatically going to be stockpiled with items. So I guess that's just another problem that I guess I don't understand how I'm going to solve here with this one chemical reactor. Because they're both the same recipe. Unless I make carbon monoxide. And it's all pretty much the same. Although, hold on. Carbon dioxide. Why can't I just use 9 carbon? So you got 1, 1, and 1. Why can't I be like this? 9, 9. I guess you get ashes out of it. Or carbon dioxide. What the heck? Yeah. I think I'm going to end up just making separate recipes. That stinks. That stinks. Formic acid. That's circuit 1. You use a level emitter to control the flow rate of the first recipe. Then once you block it from receiving materials for it via redstone, it will choose the next available recipe. Well, the thing is, like, I can understand... I guess I don't know how to block the inputs. Because, say, for the input of this, I mean, I have tons of oxygen, tons of carbon. I just fill the whole thing up and just call it good. Same thing with the sodium hydroxide, is I just fill it up with a bunch of sodium, a bunch of water, and boom. If it was something where I have to craft item A in order to craft item B, I could see that to where, yeah, you'd only craft just enough to craft item B, so that way once item B is made, then you go back to making A. But here we have all the ingredients for items A, B, and C, or whatever. I guess I don't know if that makes sense. So now it's getting into like the thinking, like big thinks of everything. So machine spam is nice, but I might, so for stuff like this where it's just crafting crap tons of it, I don't know if it, or universals might not be bad. I don't know. I might need a fresh brain for this. Come back to it a different time. Yeah, it really is up to just experimentation. Yeah. Because formic acid, and we're just going to constantly make just a bunch of formic acid. And then have a level emitter on that. I think I'm going to take a break from it. I know we really didn't do much, but that way I can come back with a fresh brain. And at least I know now that I can use the level emitters. They're not even that hard to use. Like, they're very easy compared to what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be something insanely silly. And the fact that we can do this, turn these all off, and we can save some coil blocks, but it's having some stuff in between these. So these are both off, and we're gonna swap all this over now. But at least, I mean, guess what did we do today? I guess we changed up our stuff for our electrolyzer, so that way we're making a bunch more chlorine now, which is helping with all of our hydrochloric acid, which is used in literally everything. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. And then this can all just get turned back on. I don't even know what that's for. Oh, okay, the palladium. Nitric acid, turn it all back on. Ammonia. That one can't even turn on for obvious reasons. Okay. And then, yeah, level emitter. I mean, we could... Well, actually, yeah, okay, we could save... Oh god. Not good. Alright, interesting. We had our first bit of powers issue. Oh. Okay, that's why. We have tons of maintenance issues. That's why it can't run. So that's going to be a big thing we have to keep an eye out on now, is maintenance on our machine. So might not be a bad idea to start getting drones as well to, like, keep an eye on all this, because, yeah, we don't want this stuff to shut down. Since it's your first time making this, it's kind of necessary to keep your brain away from burning. I had the same headache while making it, but succeeded at the end. Yeah, because like if I took enough time, I could easily like kind of sit and figure out how maybe I would want to do it. That's the hardest thing about streaming too, is trying to like have conversations and think at the same time, as well as keeping things, or I guess trying to think about keeping things entertaining. But yeah, I'll probably end up messing around with this off stream, but I think I'm gonna go play some Arc Raiders to maybe take my brain off of it. So tomorrow and Wednesday, I know I'm gonna be busy, so there's probably not gonna be any streams, but a bonus for you guys that enjoy Terraria. Keep an eye out for Thursday and Friday, possibly. I guess maybe even more so, I would probably work out better Thursday. Me and my buddy Porcupine and whoever else wants to join in, I'm going to host a Terraria server, and we're going to try and speedrun through vanilla Terraria as quick as possible. So whether it's like 1 or 2 streams, 3 streams, we'll see how long it goes. But we'll start that probably Thursday, hopefully. Just keep an eye out on the Discord for that. But probably no streams the next 2 days. I want to say thank you very much for everybody being here. I do greatly appreciate it, and we will see you all next time. Blaze out.